to start structuring what it is that you want to look at when you're looking at well-being. For instance, we went far more granular than that. So when we talk about well-being, we use a concept that we call the wheel of happiness or the wheel of well-being, and we look at 6 distinct elements that go into it. So there is professional well-being, there is physical well-being, there is community well-being, there is financial well-being, there is family, and there is fun. Now, all of these become important aspects of well-being.
That COVID-19 was a very strong teacher for us to see how we need to challenge the status quo, look at these new ways of working. How do we need to transform our inclusive strategies, looking at how we're really more human to the context of the sessions aspect. We're really more having the empathy piece in how we deal with our people before we look into the initiatives, policies that should be in place to make sure that we have a happy and engaged I would say, organization.
As HR, really taking a leadership role here to lead the organization to the new ways of supporting employees, boosting their productivity and creating more agile and flexible workforce. We need a strategic and technology-enabled employee experience planning. The whole new definition now of what is mean about working from home. The concept of whether if we can work remotely is no longer about technology enablement, is much more about the human side of working from home.
The theme from the conversation that I'm taking away today is really around the kind of the humanity or the human part of how we interact. And that's what's very difficult when you're not together with people face to face, of course, like in an office environment or a factory environment or wherever it might be. So I think it's not just collaboration, it's connection. So it's making your collaboration impactful for people and connecting people in the right way.
Companies have to become open, inclusive, because we talk about inclusivity, and inclusive means that you have to account for the different needs of different people. It's not only COVID, it's something that we have to keep on looking at. And from an employee perspective, I think we just need to accept what is the new normal. Make use of all the systems that companies put in place, like employee assistance programs. It's not a shame when people feel psychologically tired. There's a lot of pressure, a lot of stress, a lot of things that happen in people's lives. So it's not a shame that we get help, we ask for help, and we say that, maybe I'm getting burned out or I'm getting too tired, or it's okay. So this is something that we need to be more vocal about.
Mental well-being in a work context, I think that's come out also very, very clearly. It's mental health in our individual context as people, our personal situation, we have different responsibilities at work. So how can we have a holistic view when we are looking at mental well-being of individuals?